Good morning. You are Jimmy Taylor?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Taylor, you were previously in court, entered pleas of true and a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You pled true to all of those counts. You're on probation. The second-degree felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions with findings that prior offenses were true. You were placed on that probation January 24th of 2024. I have received the pre-sentence report, as well as there was one incident report from the jail, a page that should have been sent to you all, and also Mr. Coleman has also provided a copy of the court's sentencing hearing, a transcript from that original sentencing back on January 23rd of 2024. Has everyone had an opportunity to review all of those things?
We have, Your Honor. The state has, Judge.
Are there any additions or corrections to that updated report?
All right, guys, the tension is thick in this courtroom as we dive into a case that could change everything for a young man named Christopher Bushnell. Standing before the judge, he's facing the consequences of his past actions, his future. It's hanging in the balance right now. The judge is moments away from making a life-altering decision, and time is ticking down. With probation potentially on the table, the big question is, can Christopher prove he's capable of turning his life around, or will his past mistakes come back to haunt him forever? Stay tuned, because this one's about to get intense.
All right, Mr. Rojas, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to be asking for the court to continue Mr. Taylor on probation. I know by looking at the PSI on paper, it doesn't look like there's a chance that Mr. Taylor should be given, especially given his criminal history. It looks like his criminal history is all in some way related to drug abuse. If you look at the allegations he pled true to, those are the non-compliance allegations have to do with drugs. And the reason for not complying with the JCBI program, he doesn't come from a wealthy background. He doesn't have a whole lot of affluent friends and family members that can help him out. He had a ride with his brother. His brother had an accident, and that option was not available to him anymore. He indicates to me that he does want help getting off of the drugs.
The audacity here is unreal. Christopher Bushnell, just 17, stands before the judge, already tangled in a mess of poor decisions. The judge, clearly fed up, has heard enough, especially after learning about 21 incident reports in just a few months. The judge isn't holding back, telling Bushnell directly, "You could have killed someone." It's not just about breaking the rules, it's about owning up to your actions and understanding their consequences. But here's the big question. Does Bushnell truly understand the seriousness of his situation, or is he just trying to play the system?
Gotten more help with drugs or any relapses?
I really don't, because here's the thing, Mr. Johnson. I'm looking back at your original pre-sentence report that when I put you on probation, and I make notations on those reports and make highlights and those types of things. And I'm noting that in that report, you already, before this case, had gone to ISF and SafeP. And then on this probation, I sent you to ISF at the beginning of the probation. Is that correct or no?
I believe parole was sent into ISF.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were on parole.
Yes, ma'am.
I gave you a probation against Mr. Coleman's wishes and really against what looked like I should have. You went to ISF regardless of who. So you've been to ISF twice. Is that correct? You're looking at her. You've gone. Have you been to ISF once or twice?
How many times?
How many times?
Twice in 20 years.
Okay, so you've
I've
been.
been in prison 23 years out of the last 30 years. So I've been doing my time, and
But you
I
keep
haven't had
getting.
a chance to,
To do what? Because you've been to SafeP, you've been to ISF.
And here it is, game changer. The judge outright rejects the plea agreement, and it's a huge twist. Bushnell was hoping for probation, but the judge isn't giving him a free pass. The reality check is brutal. You keep messing up, and you're looking at prison time. This isn't just a slap on the wrist, it's the court making it clear they're done with second chances at least for now. But here's the real question. Is the system tough enough to help someone like Bushnell turn his life around? Or is this just a waiting game until he ends up back behind bars?
I haven't had a chance to.
You got right on probation. You didn't.
Yes, ma'am.
You
And I
tested.
had to go to Beaumont, which
You
I'm
tested
from,
positive for
Colorado.
cocaine
Yes,
after
I understand.
all of this time, and all the different things that have been given to you, and the opportunity that I gave you back in January of last year. You pled open, just open to me. I could have done
That's what I did.
anything.
Yes.
I could have sent you to prison for 20 years, 10 years, and I gave you an opportunity. And I said on that day, because Mr. Coleman printed it out for
I know
me,
what you said.
well,
Ma'am.
so how do I do anything other than what I said?
I mean, the situation. I've got parents. My mother's 90 years old. Man, I don't want her to die and I be
Hey,
in prison.
we're not talking about anybody
You
but
know,
you today.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry your mom's that old and that you
Yeah.
haven't been around to be with her, but that's whose fault? It's not going to be my
I
fault if
understand
you're
what
not there.
saying, but
How about some personal responsibility?
Hold up now, Bushnell's given an ultimatum. The judge lays it out. Either take responsibility and complete the treatment programs, or face prison time. No more chances, no more messing up. This is one of those rare moments in the courtroom where hope and danger are both hanging in the balance. Bushnell's future now depends on whether he can stick to the treatment programs and prove he's capable of change. So here's the million-dollar question. Will he break the cycle, or is he destined to repeat his past mistakes? The clock is ticking.
Judge, what I was saying about this.
Go ahead.
He was warned about not coming back, and the court didn't want to hear about a relapse, but I don't know that this is really a relapse. He never really got the help. On this most recent term of probation with the JCDI, and if transportation is going to be a problem, I know he's already been to Safe P, Judge, but it would be the relapse portion of Safe P would be appropriate, or a whole new term.
Hold on. So if I'm reading this, I want to know when he went to ISF this last time. Parole sent him when, because the way I'm reading is you were released from ISF and started JCDI August 6th of 2024. So I put you on probation in January, and between January and August, you went to ISF last year. Is that correct or no?
Rose sent him to ISF because of additional charge.
Okay. So when was that?
He was in custody in Jefferson County,
Mhm.
and then from custody
Went straight there.
parole,
So I placed you on probation. You never got out. You went and got help at ISF.
The court, and it seems like the court is not leaning towards probation.
No. No.
I would point out, we understand the range of punishment is up to 20 years, but the bottom line of that range is 2 to 20. And
I still haven't done anything yet. So your response and how you act right now is going to go into what I do.
Yeah, and I understand the legislation makes it possible to go all the way up to 20, but it also makes it possible to go down as low as 2. I think we have to look at each case for the facts, and the underlying offense was a theft at the Dollar General, I think, or Family Dollar, I think it was about $100 worth of merchandise. I would ask the court to consider something at the lower end of the range, maybe 2 to 5. Just because we can drop the hammer on them, that doesn't necessarily mean that we should.
Judge isn't playing around. She's laying down the hard truth. Bushnell's addiction. Issues aren't just a personal struggle. They're a ticking time bomb. You can't just ignore past mistakes like meth use and expect a fresh start. But here's the twist. The judge offers him a lifeline, a chance to prove himself through treatment programs. This is his shot at redemption, but we all know addiction is a brutal opponent. Can Bushnell truly face it head on, or will he fall back into his old habits? The stakes couldn't be higher.